up? It's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40, inviting you to hang with me as we count them down again this weekend. All the hits, all the stories behind the songs. We're going to find out if Sam Hunt keeps the crown with Country House, or is there a brand new sheriff in town? I'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Reality check number 29. Moving your checking account shouldn't feel harder than moving to another state. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know switching banks can be a pain, so we invented the Easy Switch Kit. If you move your account to Town & Country, we'll do all the work for you. Set up your automatic deposits and withdrawals, and even help close your old account. How easy is that? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Today will be sunny and hot with a high near 92. Our heat index value is projected to be as high as 99 degrees. We'll have southerly winds around 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies are expected tonight with low around 71. Winds will be out of the south at 7 to 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunny and hot tomorrow with a high near 92. Our heat index value tomorrow will be as high as 101 degrees. Southerly winds will be 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow night should be mostly clear with low around 70 degrees with southerly winds around 7 miles per hour. We have sunny skies in the forecast for Sunday as well with a high temperature near 91. Winds will be out of the south at around 7 miles per hour. Then we'll be mostly clear Sunday night, low around 67. Monday we do have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms during Monday afternoon. We'll be sunny with a high temperature near 90 degrees. I have a chance of showers Monday night with partly cloudy skies, low around 67. Then Tuesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms during Tuesday afternoon. We'll be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 87. Tuesday night will be partly cloudy with low around 65. Then Wednesday, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and high near 87 degrees. Partly cloudy skies are expected Wednesday night, low around 66, and Thursday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with sunny skies and a high temperature near 89 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young, and this is my 2 cents. Setting the Woods on Fire is an old Hank Williams song, but many old-timers remember when people literally set the woods on fire. In the late winter or early spring, before the vegetation began to actively grow, it was not uncommon to see smoke coming from the timber. Today, such an event is called a controlled or prescribed burn, with a fire set to clear out underbrush and dead leaves. There's less risk of future disastrous wildfires with this practice, and fire is also a natural and necessary part of a healthy ecosystem. So far this year, I've brushed many ticks from my clothing. I've tweezed 2 Lone Star ticks and 4 deer ticks that had already attached to my body. Tick-borne diseases, some of which are potentially life-threatening, are on the rise. Prescribed burns can reduce tick populations. Fire reduces the litter and dense vegetation that ticks rely on for shelter and moisture, and of course, if the fire is hot enough long enough, the heat will kill the ticks. Intentionally setting the woods on fire decreased in the early 20th century when news of the Big Burn of 1910, which destroyed 3 million acres in Idaho and Montana, spread like wildfire, as did awareness of the potential devastation of out-of-control burns. It was then, early in the 20th century, when the U.S. Forest Service began active opposition to the practice of setting the woods on fire. Maybe Smokey Bear wouldn't have had to work so hard all these years if we would have paid attention to our farming ancestors and the native population who set the woods on fire carefully and deliberately in a controlled manner to manage and shape the landscape and the habitat. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Once there was a man who couldn't stand.
A mom who couldn't wait.
A scientific community that said it couldn't be done.
And then you.
And then I.
And then we. Brought neuromuscular disease into screaming color.
For 75 years, our voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, we've pushed the science
Change the laws.
Raised the funds. Shifted the narrative.
and transformed the reality of life with these diseases.
We've built communities together.
Established the field of neuromuscular medicine and made it thrive.
Call that legacy?
Call it impact.
Call it momentum. Just call it ours.
Because it's the generations of community heroes that give MDA the strength we have today.
And until that tomorrow, when this is all a thing of the past,
You couldn't stop us if you tried.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem. Country Mart in Salem has a large selection of fresh and packaged meats, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. They even have propane tanks and everything you need for a picnic, barbecue, or even just a great day on the river. It can all be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They're here to help you save.
A slow day for direct cash cattle trade, and cash hogs were lower. Good morning, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity was relatively quiet again Thursday. Bids didn't surface. Asking prices are around $238 to $240 live in the South, but the North remained quiet. Significant trade volume is yet to take place. At the Mitchell Livestock Auction in South Dakota, feeder steers were $15 to $25 higher, and heifers were $10 to $14 higher. The USDA says demand was very good for the light offering of yearling steers and heifers. The majority was in full load lots and multiple load lots. The market was very active. The feature consignment of nearly 400 steers was very attractive in light to moderate flesh. Large one feeder steers 1,023 to 1,039 pounds brought $310.25 to $313.75. Feeder steers 1,126 to 1,136 pounds brought $312 to $313.50. Box beef closed sharply higher with very good demand for light offerings. Choice was up $408 at $378.94. Select was $239 higher at $353.75. Estimated cattle slaughter was 115,000 head, up 7,000 on the week, but down more than 6,000 on the year. Cash hog prices at the major directs were sharply lower with a moderate negotiated run. Processors pulled back on their procurement efforts Thursday following back-to-back days of solid business. Global demand for U.S. pork remains strong overall. This week's export sales report did show a decline from last week, but an increase in the prior 4-week average. China did return to the buyer's list. Domestic demand has also been solid, both of which are helping provide some pretty significant price support. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct, however, were down 255 with a weighted average of 111.22. The Iowa, Minnesota was 207 lower with a weighted average of 112.83, and the Western Corn Belt was down 312 with a weighted average of 112.07. Pork values closed higher, up $1.11 at 116.33. Hams, bellies, loins, and ribs were all higher. And estimated hog slaughter was 465,000 head, up 1,000 on the weekend, down nearly 2,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were sharply higher, supported by the recent strength in box beef, ahead of widespread direct business. And lean hog futures closed mixed on spread trade, with cash prices steady to lower and pork values higher during the session. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. It has killed hundreds of thousands. Many of its victims didn't even know they were getting fentanyl. Such a tragedy. This is Robert De Niro. One of those tragic deaths was my beautiful grandson, Leo. He was just 19 years old. Fentanyl doesn't care, but you do. Join us in the fight against fentanyl. Find us online at ladrfoundation.org.
High School in the USA Cultural Exchange Program makes lifelong connections by embracing new cultures. It's a chance to share your story, traditions, and customs with others while discovering a new culture right in your own home. We match students with host families to feel less like a guest and more like a member of the family. If you're interested in embarking on a new adventure as a host family, visit highschoolintheusa.com or shoot an email to info@highschoolintheusa.com.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Evelyn Randall of Salem passed away Sunday, August 3rd, at the age of 96 years. Funeral services for Evelyn Randall will be today at 1 o'clock this afternoon at the Salem Chapel of James Garr Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Evelyn Randall started at 12 noon and will continue until service time at 1 o'clock. And all arrangements for Evelyn Randall of Salem are under the direction of the James Garr Mortuary of Salem. Gary Lee Hewlett of Rolla passed away Wednesday, August 6th, at the age of 71 years. Funeral services for Gary Hewlett will be at 7 p.m. Monday evening at the Rolla Chapel of James Garr Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Gary Hewlett will also be Monday starting at 3 in the afternoon and continuing till service time at 7 that evening. In lieu of flowers, a donation can be made to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Donation envelopes will be available at all James Garr locations. And all arrangements for Gary Lee Hewlett of Rolla are under the direction of the James Garr Mortuary of Rolla. Lanier Brian Cox, age 66 of Salem, passed away Tuesday, August 5th. Celebration of Life services for Lanier Cox will be at 3 p.m. in the afternoon on Tuesday, August 12th, at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Lanier Cox will start at 1 Tuesday afternoon and continue until service time at 3 o'clock. And all arrangements for Lanier Brian Cox of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. June Marie Dodd Vickery, age 92 of Columbia, passed away Wednesday, July 30th. Memorial services for June Vickery will be Saturday, August 16th at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel at 3:30 in the afternoon. Visitation for family and friends of June Vickery will also be on Saturday, August 16th from 2 o'clock until service time at 3:30. Memorial contributions may be made in memory of June Vickery to the Dent County Museum. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for June Marie Dodd Vickery are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Tim Wayne Crocker, age 68 of Salem, passed away Sunday, August 3rd. Celebration of Life will be held at a later date, and those times and locations will be announced. And all arrangements for Tim Wayne Crocker of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred in Dent County Thursday afternoon at approximately 12:50 on Highway 19, just south of County Road 5080. According to the Highway Patrol report, a northbound 2004 Chevrolet Silverado, operated by a 17-year-old male juvenile from Salem, failed to negotiate a curve, crossed the center line, and struck a southbound 2006 Chrysler Town & Country driven by a 70-year-old male from Salem. The report stated that a 68-year-old female occupant of the Chrysler suffered serious injuries and was flown to Cox in St. Louis. The juvenile suffered serious injuries and was transported to Salem Memorial Hospital. The 70-year-old man suffered moderate injuries and was also transported to Salem Memorial. The report stated that all three occupants of the two vehicles were wearing safety restraints. Both vehicles were totaled and removed from the scene by Whitaker's Towing. And by the way, that lady was also a Salem resident. On August 4th of this year, Rolla Area Drug Enforcement Task Force, referred to as RAID, R-A-D-E, officers concluded a short-term narcotics investigation with the execution of a search warrant in the 100 block of 4th Street in Salem. The warrant was served in connection with an ongoing investigation into illegal drug activity. RAID was assisted in the investigation and operation by Dent County Sheriff's Department, Salem Police Department, Phelps County Sheriff's Department, and Rolla Police Department. During the search, investigators located and seized quantities of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, and a firearm. Glenn A. Head, age 55, was arrested in connection with the investigation and transported to the Dent County Jail. He was held pending formal charges from the Dent County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. The following day, on August 5th, a warrant was issued for Head in the 42nd Judicial Circuit for felony possession of a controlled substance, unlawful use of a firearm, possession of a firearm and controlled substance, and misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. Bond was set at $50,000 cash or surety. This operation reflects RAID's ongoing commitment to combating illegal activity and protecting public safety in our communities. The charges for which Glenn Head was arrested are merely accusations and do not constitute evidence of guilt. Evidence in support of the charges must be presented before a court of competent jurisdiction whose duty it is to determine guilt or innocence. On Wednesday, Patrolmen 113 and 114 of the Salem Police Department assisted detectives from Operation Relentless Pursuit and Rolla Area Drug Enforcement in search for a wanted fugitive. Officers responded to the 800 block of South Park Street, where one female, Leanna Hawes, a fugitive from Phelps County, was located. Hawes was detained and is currently incarcerated at the Dent County Jail, where she is being held without bond for trafficking drugs, second degree, and 4 counts of possession of controlled substance, all of which are separate warrants. This arrest showcases the collaborative efforts of all levels of law enforcement working in unison to protect and serve our communities and recover wanted fugitives. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The Denton County Commissioners met Thursday morning at the courthouse. Citizen Cindy Jones was in attendance and had a question about the source of the vertical address signs at county residences. The commissioners told her that the signs are available from the Scenic Rivers Industries. She also said she received information in the mail about a pipeline proposal by Inspire that's to be along Highway 72 and wondered what the commissioners knew about it. They were unaware of the pipeline. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green reported that his men were completing the 2,000-hour service on one of the graders, and then it will start grading in the Turtle area. He also said a pipe was being installed on Dent County Road 4210, and that was all he had to report since he had 2 men out. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams said his crew was grading in the Lacoma area on Dent County Roads 2025, 2050, 2060, and 4353. Plus, rock would be added and grading would be done on County Roads 2020 and 4330. Williams noted that new blades were being installed on grader number 40. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported that on Wednesday he attended the Solid Waste Advisory Board meeting in Jefferson City. He said there was discussion on the disposal of scrap tires plus reports from all the districts. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said that the commissioners were approving bills for payment and that she balanced with the collector and assessor on monthly collections, abatements, and add-ons for the month of July. She also noted that she balanced with the treasurer on all accounts for July, and the commissioners had her reports for review. Curley said she would be gone next Monday to attend the MAC board meeting, as well as Thursday to attend the County Clerks Association meeting. She also noted that Treasurer Williams and Commissioner Williams will be attending the MAC Trust Board meeting next week. Dent County Collector Shannon Van Kirk was in to report her July turnover of $58,422.30. Dent County Treasurer Danita Williams was in to report the sales tax receipts for August. The General Revenue and Law Enforcement sales tax funds each received $131,898.06, which was up $38,291.87 from August of 2024. Year-to-date, each fund is up $26,715.04, or about 3.6%. She said that both the jail funds received $126,662.99, which was an increase of $37,614.68 from August of 2024. Year-to-date, each fund is up $68,187.79, or about 9.9%. Williams reported that the road and bridge sales tax receipt was $63,120.72, and that's up $18,807.50 from last August. Year-to-date, road and bridge is up $34,054.99, and that's about 1%. Dent County Health Center Administrator Zach Moser was in with the County Road and Bridge employee drug testing invoice and results. The commissioners visited by phone with Jeff Banderett of Great Rivers Engineering about the overhead lighting for the courthouse sidewalk project. He reported that his best guess on the cheapest solution would be to keep the same 6 exterior lighting poles and keep the wiring above ground. Banderett also said he would like for MoDOT to seek proposals in order to see what actual costs are going to be. The estimated original cost was $98,000, and that would probably go up to around $126,000. Jeff said he would meet with City of Salem Administrator Sally Burbridge and the Commission on the cost share of the 6 electric poles around the courthouse. At last Monday's meeting, Mike Smith with Hope Construction was in to look at the gazebo and said he will submit a quote for fixing the boards and painting them. Also on Monday, Presiding Commissioner Larson signed a supplemental agreement, which was part of the engineering services contract dated March 1st, 2024 between Great Rivers Engineering and Dent County for flap number 077. The agreement is for an additional $4,267.49 and is not to exceed $8,835.49 without authorization. The total service shall not exceed $90,947.33. The next meeting of the Commissioners will be Monday morning at the Dent County Courthouse at 9 o'clock, and that meeting will be open to the public. Social media is evolving so quickly that even seasoned business owners who use it daily for marketing often feel like beginners. A new workshop being held for free online aims to change that by giving participants fresh insights, practical strategies, and actionable tips on how to maximize social media for their business. Whether you're confident in your skills or just getting started, this session promises to offer new knowledge and a clear understanding of how to integrate social media into your business strategy. The free workshop will cover the most popular platforms, including LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, with a focus on how to create posts that truly engage customers. The session will be led by Kim Beer, a national speaker and passionate advocate for entrepreneurship and small business marketing. With over 25 years of entrepreneurial experience and nearly 20 years as president of the small business marketing firm Midnight Productions, Inc., Kim has built a reputation for delivering marketing education that is both honest and highly actionable. As a certified, authorized local expert and platinum solution provider with constant contact, she has helped countless entrepreneurs take their marketing efforts to the next level. Participants are encouraged to log in at least 5 minutes early to ensure a smooth connection. The webinar begins promptly at 9 o'clock Thursday morning and will conclude by 11 o'clock. To register, go to score.org and under the Local Workshops tab, select Events Calendar and select the zero-cost social media event. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by your SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
All right, parents, listen up. The Salem Four Rivers Back to School Bash is Tuesday, August 13th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 601 South MacArthur Avenue. It's the one-stop shop to get your kids ready for school. Sports physicals, immunizations, well-child checks, dental evaluations, even help with Medicaid applications and local resources. Plus, every kid seen gets school supplies, a CSU's custard voucher, and a shot at some awesome giveaways. Appointments are great, but walk-ins are totally welcome. Don't miss it.
Ah, the sounds of summer. Please watch for motorcycles. We're all on the same roads. Slow down and enjoy the summer. Simple actions save lives. And riders, please wear your helmets.
This message is brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Hello, I'm Missouri State Treasurer Vivek Malik. August 14th is National Able Savings Day, a time to highlight how able accounts empower individuals with disabilities. Our More Able program helps Missourians save for everyday needs without losing public benefits. To celebrate, we are offering a $25 match for anyone who opens a new account in August. Earnings grow tax-free and contributions qualify for a state tax reduction. Let's help more Missourians build financial independence. Learn more at moable.com.
Paid for by the Missouri State Treasurer's Office.
For years, subscribers have relied upon Brownfield's Agriculture Today e-newsletter as a daily source of ag news and information. Now there's an audio program as well. The daily wrap-up highlights the day's news and market movers and includes updates on crop and livestock prices, market trends, weather conditions affecting agriculture, and major news events or policy changes that impact the industry. It gives farmers and ranchers, traders, and industry stakeholders the information they need to make informed decisions and stay current with the evolving agricultural landscape. The long-form program airs on the Agra America streaming channel and is offered as a podcast in the Agra America podcast repository at agraamerica.com. Brownfield's Agriculture Today e-newsletter is a free daily email publication delivered to subscribers' email inboxes Monday through Friday. Sign up for free at brownfieldagnews.com.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals are at home tonight for a new series versus the Chicago Cubs. You can listen to this game live on your hometown radio station, KSMO 1340 AM or 95.7 FM, with the pregame coverage starting at 6:20 and the first pitch to follow at 7:15. The Kansas City Royals are in Minnesota tonight to face the Twins, with the first pitch of that game at 7:10. NFL football is back, and the Kansas City Chiefs will start their preseason in Arizona, taking on the Cardinals at 7 o'clock Saturday night. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints are the only two NFL teams that did not plan to have shared practices with other teams. The Chiefs have been keeping to themselves up in St. Joe. That changes tomorrow when the Chiefs play the Arizona Cardinals.
It's important that they get in. Now they're in front of some bright lights, and your adrenaline level gets pushed to another level, and let's see how we do.
Andy Reid will get his first look at the rookies and incoming players to see how they could mesh on the 53-man roster. For now, Reid says Patrick Mahomes will see a full first quarter. Each QB is scheduled to play one quarter. While there's some questions on the offensive side of the ball for the Mizzou Tigers, their defense should be strong again in the defensive backfield. Toriano Pride feels more comfortable coming into camp this year, his second with the Tigers after transferring from Clemson.
I feel like I'm more adjusted. I'm really adjusted with everything. The playbook, the coaches, I got a feel of everything. I can play faster. I don't got to really think too much. So it was just easier. I don't really got to study really as hard for the plays that I already know.
Toriano tied for the team lead with 2 interceptions last season, also forced a fumble and had 4 pass breakups. The Cardinals got back to 500 after beating the Dodgers on Wednesday 5-3, 27th time this season that Ollie Marmol's ball club has battled back when trailing.
They don't give in, and it's a learned skill. You have to learn how to do that, and you have to create an identity around it. Good teams do that well, because there's games you're going to win, and there's games where you're behind, where if you don't give in, man, you can snatch a couple of those, and over 162, that's important.
All right, Cardinals back home. They're at Busch Stadium, and they're hosting the Cubs this weekend. The Royals trying to make some ground up in the wild card, less than a handful of games out, and they are playing up in Minnesota against the Twins, who packed it in at the trade deadline. The Royals 57-58. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Hi, I'm Kim Holderness.
And I am Penn Holderness.
And we're here to remind you to get your cancer screenings.
Now, we don't have cancer, but we do want to keep it that way.
And while you don't have to race to the doctor.
Oh, but I like races, honey, especially when they're amazing races.
I see what you did there. But you do need to make time for routine screenings. I schedule my annual mammogram and gyno appointments every year around my birthday and then treat myself to lunch.
Well, that sounds like fun. Can I get in on that? I mean, I like lunch.
Well, you have a colon and you're over 45 and you have lungs.
Yeah.
And didn't you smoke in college?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so seriously, Penn, if there is something, early detection can make all the difference.
Okay, I'll get screened.
This C word can be scary, but routine screenings for breast, cervical, colorectal, lung, and prostate cancers can detect cancer early, even before symptoms appear.
Please visit preventcancer.org to find out which cancer screenings you need.
Because early detection equals better outcomes.
That feeling when you walk in with your hands full of McDonald's and the heads start turning. Something bold, something savory, something sweet. You don't have to say a word because the bag says it all. Get your favorites for under $3, like small fries or a refreshing Dr. Pepper. And yes, the legendary Ranch Snack Wrap is back at a legendary price, just $2.99. McD comes through with more than you expect. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Inc.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Here at KSMO Radio, it is now time for the news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back after the top of the hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. A large part of Missouri is under a heat advisory until tonight due to triple-digit heat indices. A judge has sentenced a Missouri man to more than 5 years in prison for stealing more than $350,000 from his clients. Calvin Lee Gray of Columbia pleaded guilty to bank fraud, identity theft, and other charges. He admitted stealing data from his job at a financial firm, opening accounts, and using the money to travel, buy luxury items, and gamble. A production company run by the Kansas City Chiefs is planning to share stories about the team. Chiefs president Mark Donovan tells Missouri Net affiliate KFEQ in St. Joseph the club's simply taking advantage of opportunities.
When you look at this year's game in Sao Paulo, it'll be on YouTube worldwide for free. It's an amazing opportunity for the NFL, and we're right in the middle of it.
They're planning a production called The Kingdom, which will premiere later this year. And the Missouri Peach Fair begins today in the Boot Hills city of Campbell. Missouri Net News.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open, and I broke my neck.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Learn more at PVA.org.
Do you know a veteran in need? Nation's Finest, through the VA's Supportive Services for Veteran Families program, helps veterans and their families struggling with rent, employment, and other housing-related costs. Today, Nation's Finest operates more than 30 locations in California, Arizona, and Nevada, helping thousands of veterans every year. Visit nationsfinest.org or call 1-833-468-9676. That's 1-833-468-9676.